Hello, this is Manesh Patel from Ichimoku Trade. I have my son with me, Dushil Patel, today with this video. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go and do a trade review on a stock called KSS. We've had a lot of requests for some more trade reviews, so that's one of the reasons why we're doing this. KSS is basically a earnings trade that we did with options. In Options University, one of the things that we do is that we teach people how to do earnings trades before earnings announcement and also after. So that's one strategy that we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the chart analysis, show you the options that we took, and the reason being why we did that and so forth. Let's begin.
Coming up, breaking economic news.
Let's go for our normal disclaimer first. This disclaimer basically states this is for education use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. All the information is owned by EII Capital Group. It cannot be copied or distributed without our permission. We are broker neutral, so we support various charting platforms out there, from TradeStation, eSignal, Thinkorswim, and so forth. Since we're doing an option review, we're going to basically look at Thinkorswim in our student account today. Let's see. If you guys need to get a hold of us, you could email us or call us at any of our global office locations here. Also, these are some other links where you could get access to more video tutorials and also our blog, which talks about various different trades. Okay, so let's begin and let's start looking at the chart. So KSS is a particular stock that we looked at yesterday. This is Kohl's. This is dealing with retail space and so forth. This is the monthly time frame, as you could see here from the Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. And you could see that here overall on the monthly time frame, we're kind of consolidating between here and about here. Okay, and you could see from the Ichimoku charts here that price basically is going below the cloud and looks like it's trying to get to this bottom here. So there was a big question basically before earnings, what's it going to do? Will it sit there and continue its journey down to the support, which will complete the consolidation pattern, or will it sit there and pull back to the green line, which is the cadence in the 26-month support resistance? So that was a big question that was basically luring her in the mind. So we went to the weekly time frame, and over here, this is the Ichimoku chart here that we saw. And you could see this is in a nice bearish trend here, and you could see that basically right now it's stuck on this green line support here, which is a 26-week support. And you could see right here. So since we're sitting on the support here, we basically were looking at a scenario where it would possibly go up for earnings. So this is one of the strategies that we teach. So we looked at this to go up, and what we're doing is we're looking for it to come up to at least about 43.58 or so on earnings, which will basically be a pullback, which will go to the monthly resistance and so forth, and also come back and retest the bottom of this consolidation pattern. So we're looking at a short-term move going upwards. Now, since we're looking at a short-term move going upwards, we really didn't want to sit there and take option trades that are, really, really long-term. And so we did not want to look at December, January, anything like that. Also, looking at the volatility for this instrument, volatility was high. So one of the things is that we could not sit there and buy a single call short-term at all. So the only option we had, if you look at it here, was look at basically an option strategy here, options here, where basically this is August here, and we wanted to do a vertical spread due to volatility. Okay, so if you look at the risk graph that we did, this is the risk graph for the option strategy here, where we're going to risk for one contract $58 and basically try to make close to $200 in reward. So this is a 4-to-1, close to a 4-to-1 reward risk ratio. Okay, now we did not so if you look at this here, max profit is where basically at the end of August expiration, which is about 8 days away, the stock had to be above 42.47 for us to get max profit. Okay, and if you look at the stock right now, basically it jumped from $38 to $41. So this is close to a 10% move and a little over 9% move. So we're right on track on basically on this stock going up. Now the good thing is that this is a 4-to-1 reward risk ratio. So what we did was we actually looked at this and we put an order today right now due to volatility and everything, and the stock moving drastically this morning. So we put a good to order, cancel order to close out the position at 3-1, not at the max profit here, because if we could walk away with 3-1 today and not have that time risk between now and the 8 days of expiration, we're going to do that. So that's what we're going to do. So if you look at this here, let me show you this view trades. You could see basically we put this trade on here yesterday, August 10th, and this was right around, if you look at this market close here, this was 3 minutes to market close is when we put this on, and right now you could see basically it looks like this, okay? And that's just one leg, it shows 90, but this is the whole vertical spread that we put on. So if you look at this here, we bought this for 58. If you look at it times 3, that basically means $150 of profit. So 150 plus 58, that basically means we're trying to close out this position here for $208 for price. If we close it out for $208, that basically means we get our $58 back, and we make another 150 to give us a 3-to-1 reward risk ratio, which is pretty much over a 300% gain for the risk that we're taking. Okay, so this is some of the things that we do for earnings announcement. Another trade just to kind of show you guys his Macy's is pretty much the same way here, and if you look at the technical charts, it was the same thing here. So in Macy's also, we're looking for a short-term movement up to at least about $37.76, and you could see this morning here Macy's actually wait a minute, yeah, $37 there, so that was the $3 move we're at least expecting there. Instead we're getting a lot more, so this is huge where it's really into our vertical max profit now, because this one moved up drastically here, so it's now at 44.77. so you could see that this now price is actually on its way with 44, I think it was 41, sorry, 41. You could see that price basically is now going to the bottom of this cloud here, which is close to around 43, 40, late in the late parts of 42s and so forth. Okay, so that pretty much concludes our trade review for the KSS options trade. If you guys have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to contact us. Here's our contact information right there. Have a good day and happy trading.